I'm Mark Golub, sitting in for vacationing Teisha Bader with the Shalom TV News Update for Thursday, May 30th, 2013. Well, the BDS movement of boycotts, divestment, and sanctions against Israel was in full force today as Alice Walker, author of the Pulitzer Prize-winning Color Purple, published an open letter to pop star Alicia Keys, virtually begging her to cancel her upcoming concert in Tel Aviv, scheduled for July 4th. Walker's contention: Israel is an apartheid state, responsible for, quote, much of the affliction in our suffering world. We'll have more on this story in our In the News segment following this update. We will be talking with ADL's Deputy National Director, Ken Jacobson. Then in a story out of Norway, where the nation's third largest daily, the Dagbladet, has published a cartoon depicting Jews torturing a baby during circumcision. The JT reports that Irvin Cohn, the president of Norway's Jewish community, contends that it is not uncommon in his country for Brit Milah to be likened to the cutting off of a limb, and is often referred to as mutilation. In response, the European Jewish Congress is threatening to sue the newspaper for committing a hate crime, while its author, Thomas Dreffelin, denies any specific anti-Semitic intention, but rather said his caricature was meant as a general criticism of all religions. Well, often the only stories we hear about Islam these days have to do with Islamism and Islamic fundamentalism and jihad terrorism. But there's a very different story we should all pay note of today. A global delegation of prominent Muslim leaders from 9 countries, including Saudi Arabia, Palestine, India, and Turkey, visited concentration camps in Poland and Germany, including Auschwitz and Dachau, and have, as a result, published an unprecedented statement publicly condemning anti-Semitism and any attempt to deny or debunk the Holocaust. The statement reads in part, "We bear witness to the absolute horror and tragedy of the Holocaust, where millions upon millions of human souls perished, more than half of whom were people of the Jewish faith. We acknowledge as witnesses that it is unacceptable to deny this historical reality and declare such denials or any justification of this tragedy as against the Islamic code of ethics. We stand shoulder to shoulder with our Jewish brothers and sisters in condemning anti-Semitism in any form. Together, we pledge to make real the commitment of never again, and to stand united against injustice wherever it may be found in the world today." And this Muslim statement is signed by the Imam who chairs the Islamic Society of Orange County, California. The Jewish community tends to be in the forefront of helping other communities when tragedy strikes. And so it is again in Moore, Oklahoma, where Jewish organizations are playing a major role in helping Moore to rebuild and heal after the horrendous devastation caused by the recent tornado that struck the town. And in a very touching moment, Oklahoma's House of Representatives gave a standing ovation to Rabbi Ovadia Goldman, co-director of the Chabad Community Center of Southern Oklahoma, for its starting to collect and distribute food, supplies, and funds, and for opening its doors the virtual instant the tornado struck. A number of other Jewish organizations are also helping to raise funds and offer support to the residents of Moore, including the Jewish Federations of North America, the AJC's Israel Aid, and the Jewish Disaster Relief Coalition. And finally, a mazel tov to New Jersey's long-serving Democratic Senator Frank Lautenberg, who was honored at Hillel's annual gala dinner, which bestowed upon him their Renaissance Award, given each year to an individual whose work has had a positive impact on Jewish life. Senator Lautenberg is responsible for the Lautenberg Amendment, granting Russian Jews refugee status in the United States. The senator also created a cancer center at Hebrew University in Israel and was chairman of the United Jewish Appeal in the 1970s. And that's the Shalom TV News Update for Thursday, May 30th. Thanks to Herbie Bolomovsky for helping to produce this Shalom TV News Update. I'm Mark Golub. Be well, my friends.